Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kristen.
and we are
Back.
back with
ARIRANG. Okay, so we're doing the lyric breakdown this time. I know that the last 2 weeks you've been hearing nothing but our voice and our reaction to the album release and the comeback live on Netflix. And now we've got the lyrics, which means we've got notes, which means that we're going to talk a lot. So buckle up, Buttercup. Join us on this ride as we swim through ARIRANG.
Ooh,
Was
look
that
at
good?
her. Yeah, that was good. That was good. I got to give you that.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of the lyrics I got into now that you said, dang, did I do a lot of lyric stuff?
I looked at lyrics, and if you want to supplement with, she's like, I saw them.
I saw them.
They were on the paper.
I read them as well.
But I mean, what did you focus on? The music?
The
vocals.
You know what? And like I told you,
yes,
the vocals were like so on point.
So
dynamite.
Oh, dynamite. Oh, like, that's my bad shoulder.
I'm sorry.
Why would you do that?
Sorry.
I just heard it. Laughing me. The abuse.
Anyway, yes. They were good. They were really good. But I there were a lot of fun songs. And trying to figure out, what they were talking about exactly. So I don't know. I don't know what I focused on. I was having a good time doing this.
Honestly, I feel like I can speak for myself. I don't know if you've been listening to it as diligently as I have, but I feel like you might have been.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been listening to this album nonstop, and it almost feels like it's been out for like 2 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, based on the listening of it, yes.
It's been like constantly playing, and every time I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me take a break and go and listen to like some of their older stuff. I keep finding myself back on ARIRANG. So yeah, like it's definitely good. And I mean, you've seen the numbers. And if you haven't, go look at the numbers.
The numbers are outstanding.
It's outstanding. It's insane. It's amazing how well this album has been doing for them. The promo for it has been, this is our first comeback, so we weren't sure what to expect when it came to their promotions of it and like their appearances on certain shows, like we knew they were going to be on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, we did.
We knew that one. That one was kind of that
was told ahead of time.
But I anticipated.
Yes, of course.
I knew that they had a relationship with Jimmy Fallon, so I was like, oh, okay. Well, as far as promotions here in the U.S., like Jimmy Fallon,
that was going to be it.
But I wasn't sure where else they would be featuring themselves. But I did watch a few of them. There are some that we still have to watch. And I think that's the thing that we weren't, or at least I could say I was not prepared for, was the amount of content surrounding their release, the album release, and just every day there was a notification, every day there was announcements of like what we should look. There's gonna be a photo shoot, and then there's gonna be a music video, and then there's gonna be the music video photo sketch, and then there's gonna be a different version of the performance video, and then oh my god, the remixes.
Yes, the remixes of the song.
Like there was just so much. I was not ready.
Yeah,
I was not ready at all. And then all of the different shows that they go on, and of course, they're kind of splitting in doing this whole
units
thing.
Trying to
they're
trying
just
to get it done.
All over the place. But I did discover some other Korean entertainers through all of their promotions. So now there's some other people that I'm kind of paying attention to. Like I knew about Tableau from Epic High. I knew about him because he was a guest on Such a Ta with Suga, and he did a song with RM.
Okay.
But he is funny.
Is he?
He is so funny. You didn't watch that one.
That's what I was going to say. Is that the one you watched today?
No.
Okay. All right.
That was the one with RM and Suga. That they went on their show. So the group that he was from is Epic High, which they have noted in a lot of their earlier works as being, huge fans of, especially in Hip Hop File. And so Epic High has now a YouTube show called Epicase.
Oh, okay.
and it's hilarious. And they were, they did not hold back. They asked all the questions.
Wow.
They had a really good time. You could tell they really enjoyed, being there with them and just being adult men.
That must have been really special.
It was. I mean, it's like I said, they know each other. They even though they are their idols, those are their biases. They're their
right.
old group. They have a relationship, and they explained it. Their timeline, like where they have run into each other throughout BTS's career, and so it's really interesting to see how often and how early they interacted.
Oh, okay.
So they were very familiar with each other. And
so are they before generations before?
I think no, they're before.
They're before.
Okay. So they're older. They're older than BTS.
Okay.
And I think Tablo's married. He's got a daughter.
Oh.
And I don't know about the other two members or the other guys, but I would assume they're all like married, and I think they are all are married, and they've kind of stepped back from the music scene and they're doing other forms of entertainment within the industry.
Okay.
But I think that they also had or planning a reunion tour or had a reunion tour. I remember
just waiting for all this to settle down, huh?
they were like, we had to time it right.
Yeah.
So I know that they still are active musically, but not as much as they were,
Okay.
So they but yeah, they do. They have a friendship with them, so it was really nice. I like to see it.
I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yeah, there's a ton of other shows. We have a lot of homework to do.
Yeah, I gather.
But we're gonna promise not to keep you too long. Because we have a lot of content, and I don't know. I'm gonna ask you if you want to start. So at the time of filming this, at the time of recording
recording it, yes.
At the time of recording this, the hidden track came out yesterday.
Yes.
So do you want to start with the hidden track, or do you want to go in order of the album and end with the hidden track? Because I feel like they heard us talk about the other tracks extensively for the last 2 weeks. Sorry,
guys. You know what? Yeah, we could do that, because I will have to say that's a weak one for me, because I haven't. I have to hear it several times.
Yeah. And because it's only available on the deluxe vinyl,
right?
We have to play it on the record player, which I had to bring out of my room.
Yes. So I heard it that one time, and then on the recording that you sent me, the YouTube link, YouTube play. So I've heard it with 3 times.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little not up as much on that one. But yes, let's start with that, because I'd like to hear what you have.
Oh gosh. Okay. So the song is "Come Over," and
sure we will.
And it's, like I said, it's featured on the deluxe vinyl as a hidden track, and it was announced yesterday. That was April 3rd.
Yes.
3rd? Yes, April 3rd.
Yes.
So the song is, I believe this is Suga's baby. I believe he is the writer, along with, I think, RM and J-Hope, but he's the primary writer, producer. He did the synthesizer, the guitar, the bass, the drums, something else. He did everything. He did everything on this track. And from what I understand, he really wanted this track to end up on the album. It didn't. He was devastated about it and really pushed for it to be featured in some way. So going through the lyrics, were there any parts of the lyrics that stood out to you? Anything that tugged at you, or other than the whole song? Because the whole song, it got me. And I remember I was looking through a lot of people's social media, not purposely, but it shows up, and you see people's reactions, and there's so many people like, I'm in tears, I'm devastated, I'm so, oh my god, this song. And I'm just like, it didn't bring me to tears.
It didn't do you that way, huh?
But you know what, I'll just read what I wrote.
Okay.
So I put, the more I read the lyrics, the more I see Suga, knowing how much this track meant to him and how involved he was in its creation. This is his story, his confession, his plea. He just wants to come home. He knows it won't be exactly the same, but he's knocking anyway. The vulnerability is gut wrenching, and the emotional delivery of every line is felt. And I said, I love the nakedness of this track.
Wow.
Because when you really read it, like even taking away the music, because the music, it's a great melody, but for me, the emotion of the words, I felt like the music could have been different. Not that it wasn't right the way it was, because obviously he has a particular way he wanted this to be delivered. And if you saw his earbuds commercial for Samsung, you know he designs his, you know, he produces his music in a way that's supposed to be heard a specific way.
Yeah.
And this, you know, this is the way he wanted it heard,
Right.
received. But when I looked at the lyrics without the music,
Okay.
it felt more raw, and I felt more connected to the lyrics. I understood the message more. So
okay.
when you look at the lyrics, it's a song basically about, like I said, coming home. It is a plea to just, like, are you still going to be there for me? And it's kind of very reminiscent of Will You Be There?
Okay.
Michael Jackson's Will
Yeah,
You Be There?
Yeah.
You know, it's this, I'm at my low, I'm lost. You know, the lyrics are I'm lost, can I come over?
Yeah.
In And it's just reaching out to that safe space, that person that created that safe space for you, and wondering if it's still open to you. And I loved it. I loved it.
That is really interesting.
She's like, I didn't hear that at all.
No. You know what? I didn't listen to it. Like, okay, you know, I like to listen to it with my headphones on, and because I hear everything differently, kind of as you did, but without the music. When you read it, you heard it differently.
Yes.
So I hear it differently, or hear more of the song, the instruments, the emotion, the joy, whatever it is. I hear it more so than watching it, you know, during the music video, or even the performance, or whatever. I hear it more. I have the time to sit with it, I guess I could say. So I didn't do that here.
Yeah. Well, we
And
didn't really have a lot of time.
no,
to do that
because
too,
I,
because it just came out yesterday.
right. So when we heard the songs initially, when the album was released and we heard it, I said I've got to listen to that more. There was 6 songs that I kind of had into my reserve.
Yes.
Section
when we were ranking them.
when you
So
were
as a
ranking them,
reminder, we
right.
did, when we were waiting for the comeback live to come on, because it was 4 a.m. here. We played a little game. My cousin was over and she had us rank the tracks, you know, most favorite to not most favorite.
Right.
I'm not going to say least favorite, because they're all, you know, they're all really good.
There are, yeah.
But it was like in the moment, like what was your number 1? What was your number 2? So we were ranking, and yeah, you did have like 6 songs that you were like, I can't rank this. I don't know yet.
I don't know yet. And it was something that I needed to sit with and
like
listen
any
to.
relationship, you have to spend time with it.
Right. And then when we seen the performance, the comeback performance, I said, okay, I'm moving some things around.
Yes, we both had that reaction.
Yeah, we both did, right. Yeah. And then of course 29,
number
29, I immediately said that, you know what, no, I'm not saying anything, because there's more to this.
It's not just a bell.
It's not just a bell.
Yeah.
And it's not like it has no meaning. It's not like they're throwing it in to throw somebody off or anything like that. It's very significant. And I felt that initially, that this was significant. Yeah. I needed to know what it
Why?
was and why.
Yeah.
And that was important to me.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm interested. I mean, I'm excited for how you see and feel this song
Hmm.
because I know who Sugar is to you. I know. I know that.
Yes.
So, but
That's my emotional bias.
yes. But I'm glad that he had the opportunity to share this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And
with
it just hit me as you were speaking earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt you. RM had teased that there's a possibility this will be performed in the concert.
Oh.
So I got excited for half a second. I was like, nope, Kristen, let her speak. Be a good girl. Be good.
Well, that's
Sit back.
really
But
good.
and I did purchase that. So I mean,
Okay.
I will be watching it at whatever ungodly hour of the morning
That's
it'll
okay.
be, so I can see it.
Whatever hour of the morning,
Yeah.
we will zoom in.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on Come Over. And if you had more to say, please chime in and let us know in the comments or whatever. Just that was my initial reaction to the song, and I feel like just like with all of the other songs on this album, the more I listen to it, the more I spend time with it, the more it'll say to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that as well.
Now we're gonna start from the beginning.
We're gonna start from track one,
body to body.
Body to body.
Well, did you have any? Okay, so I wrote a note about the entire album as a whole.
Oh no, I did not do that. Go right ahead.
Okay, so when I learned the name of this album, before we learned anything about the tracks, before we had any teasers, I was like, okay, let me learn about ARIRANG.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, And we did our research. We, as videos would pop up and as people would, offer their explanations and their history about it, and we just kind of absorbed it. And I felt like this was going to be something that they should and would be proud of.
Absolutely.
And it was and then when you hear it, and especially like Body to Body, and the reason I wrote this thing was because we were going into Body to Body, and I was like, wait, because it was very much like so for us, Lift Every Voice is like our ARIRANG.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know it growing up. And it was introduced to me via Beyonce, Queen Bee herself, in her Homecoming album. And I remember hearing it and loving it. I was like, oh, this speaks to me. And you were like, what do you mean? You didn't know this song before? I was like, did you teach me?
No, I didn't. Thank you for pointing that out.
But the point is,
and thank you, Beyonce, for helping us out.
Yes, thank you, please. But what it opened my eyes to is that there probably are Koreans who don't have that relationship with that song, and are now learning about it because BTS brought it to their attention. And so it was like a huge, eye-opening moment where I was like, okay, you're going to have generations of Korean people who are going to hear this and be proud of the fact that it's still going forward, and now it's being given a new voice in a new way, and it's just keeping it alive in that way. And then you're going to have new, like, some Koreans who probably don't have that knowledge of the song. Maybe they don't live in Korea and they live somewhere else, but just like, maybe the parents didn't think like, oh, let's, pass this down. I don't know, but there's a possibility. I mean, I'm pretty sure, I think I can bet there's probably at least one person who didn't, Korean person who did not know about this song, and now they do.
Now they do, yeah.
So now they're getting to learn about their history and what they come from. And so I loved that was so important to incorporate. And then the way they put it into Body to Body was just absolutely amazing. And when I watched the documentary, I was like, you know what? Yes, Hobie. Because that man was like, how do you not love this? And they were like, no, this is not for us. And he was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He was like, maybe I'm more Korean than you. And I love that moment where he was just like, no, there's something wrong with you guys. this is it right here.
Yeah.
And it truly was.
Yeah.
So now
it
let's go
was.
into Body to Body.
Was that your?
No,
Oh.
that was actually this.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking, but okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to say this? Okay.
No. I want you to do whatever you want to do.
I don't know what I want to do. There's so much I want to do. Okay, so this was such a great opening to the album. I thought it was hearing it in the beginning of the album, seeing it as the opening to the comeback. I was like, this is the opening. Like, this is the moment that's going to set the tone for the rest of their show. So I loved its placement in both the album and the performance.
Yes.
Like I said, it sets the tone for the first half of the album so nicely. Lets you know that they did not come to play and that they are tired of all the noise about them. They explore that in more depth later, but right now this is a party anthem meant to announce their return. And then I have they do reference the song Hand to Hand, which was from the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. It was a song that was meant to unify, and so they do reference it quite a few times in here. And I think there was a comment that was made. I can't remember if it was a documentary or if it was an interview, one of the promotional interviews, but they said it was like the modern hand to hand or hand in hand.
Yeah.
The modern hand in hand, body to body is now. And then I have a note here, Sinners. Oh, Sinners. Okay. So this song and the tie-in of ARIRANG reminds me of that scene in Sinners where he's singing in the juke joint, and they have that breakaway with the dance and all the different generations. Like the past of the culture, and then the future of the culture and the music and
everything in between.
And it just reminded me of that. It was like tying the past into the modern and just making it, unifying it in such a way, and unify it so beautifully that you don't realize it's a transition. You don't realize it's a transition. But yes, I love.
But it was beautifully done. It was very artistic. Watching it, it was very calming and very soothing.
Which is funny because I did not feel calm. I felt like, yes, get up, let's move.
Yeah, that before and after. But I'm talking about the part where they introduced the song. They put that song in.
Yeah,
that's the part you're talking about.
That's what, I just, because when I told you, like, I was like, I see this with drums and like the traditional dancers and the I was like, I saw this big production that was kind of equivalent to what song did they do at that one award show where they had the fan dance and the ribbon dance and the jacket dance? It was Jim and JK and J-Hope, and I want to say it was like Idol.
Yeah,
I think it was Idol. And I was like, it's gonna be a huge thing like that. That's what I see. I know they didn't do that for the comeback, but I feel like when they get into their actual state, like the tour, I feel like that might be something that might be incorporated either in their opening show or maybe when they do their encore at the end. I don't know, but I'd love to see it.
I think the reason why I felt the calming of it is because I envisioned, and I think this has a lot to do with some of the content that I watched regarding the song and the history of the song and how it was passed on and how it was such a positive feeling, encouraging, uplifting for them. And as they sung it, what they felt in singing the song. So I'm like, it's that passing on, the transition from one generation to another, singing the song and having them understand it bit by bit about what it means. So that was like a calming thing.
Okay. You also just triggered another thought, and I think I had shared some of this with you, but like seeing a lot of people post about their parents or grandparents hearing it.
Oh yes.
And the reactions.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Chills.
It is, and I think it's the pride.
It's the pride,
It's the pride.
It's the recognition and the honoring of that.
Absolutely.
The honoring
Yes,
of that.
absolutely. And I like the fact that that was a foundation honoring their history
Mm-hmm.
of this doing this album as a that being a foundation of doing the album, how they did it and what they entered it into. So I let me see, what did I say? Videos was on a relaying the message, was working on relaying the message of togetherness and the raw energy they share with Army during their concerts. Expression to Army how much they missed being away. Yes, there is a romantic, interpretation, but
There is?
well,
I guess if you really want to find it, you will.
yeah. But yeah, moments being filled, participating. Oh, okay. And I put down the line about put your phones down and ditch the hate and embrace what we're here for one another. That we're here for one another.
Unity.
Yes, unity. Okay. That was.
Now we're on to Hooligan, which I loved in the comeback because poor Jin, he's getting I'm not gonna say dragged because it's all in good fun. It's the way Army teases BTS, but it's leave him alone. It's his first day as a hooligan.
oh,
Yeah,
the
the
mask.
mask.
Oh, the mask.
It was adorable. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. But he also cracked up because there's a fan cam of him laughing about it with Hobie.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
thought that was hilarious. So hooligan. Merriam-Webster defines hooligan as a young man who, did you do this too?
Yes, I did.
Of course. As a young man who engages in rowdy or violent behavior, especially as part of a group or gang.
Mm-hmm.
For BTS to say their beat is going hooligan is to imply that the beat is rowdy and or violent, and in all honesty, this beat kills, so no lies were told. 100% accurate.
Yes.
I love this beat.
Yeah.
We also learned something about this, which being West Coast, we didn't really hear this as much, but chopped and screwed, we learned about what that means.
Yes.
And I think I recognized it, but I didn't know what it was called. But yes, it is a Houston-based hip-hop remixing style popular in the early 90s, created by DJ Screw. It is characterized by significantly slowed down tempos mixed with chopping techniques like beat skipping, scratching, and repeating phrases. It creates a relaxed vibe that influenced the lean scene found in Southern hip-hop culture.
Yeah.
Which I'm familiar with the lean scene.
I can't believe, well, I can believe that not only did we put the definition down,
but we also talked about chopping.
But we also talked about that as well.
Okay, well, you know what? Go ahead and what other note do you have? Because I might already have
it. The messages of the rebellious, artistic freedom, confidence, and reclaiming their chaos. This signals a more aware of conforming, a way of conforming to the norms and return to their raw artistic expression. That's pretty much like that. That was in the beginning of their music.
Okay, the other note that I had was El Cucuy. Did you do?
No, I did.
I was like, no, I give up. I give up.
No, but go ahead.
But okay, so I had to look that up. I was like, okay, who's he?
Yeah.
So he's the boogeyman used to encourage obedience. Usually labeled as a scary figure who would come for you if you stepped out of line. So
no, but
I was very interested that they tied that in there because that's not part of their culture.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, look at that. Look at them exploring, like just reaching out and embracing other parts of other people's cultures.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like the experimentation that they have with this album.
Yeah. And
how they definitely stepped out of their norm, but also stayed within their norm. Right. I don't know if that makes sense. But getting to Arm's bridge. I love his bridge. Basically, the havoc they wreaked was their music and their return to the industry, who was not ready at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yes.
Now we're going to Aliens, which is
Aliens.
one of my other top, 14.
I know, right? Exactly. Like I said to you,
It's so
it's
hard.
not. There's not any. It's like track one A,
Mm-hmm.
track one A plus, track one A minus, track one A plus, and so on and so forth. It's all on the same line.
I have like
It's
1.1, 1.2,
two.
1.3,
Okay.
and then it's 1.14, 1.15, and it's like
Yeah.
they're all number one.
Yeah.
So going on to Aliens, what do you
Well,
have?
I had that little stumbling block with Aliens, but what I will say is that where did I put it? Okay. I was torn between Alien and Fire because I in my looking at the song, the meaning, the lyrics and everything, I was getting um that it was both of them were like confrontational, but they weren't confrontational to the same thing. The subject of their confrontation was different. And what you had said was that you didn't see that, which
No.
which I was like,
Which I
okay,
think we'll discuss more when we get to Fire, but
yeah. But I looked at the Alien one as internal. They were feeling the alienness happening from the Western world
mm-hmm.
in their music. They weren't um, being accepted. It wasn't being open to them in a way that
there wasn't that warm welcome.
yeah, it wasn't warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
So and I can understand that. But they kept doing what they do, and they kept doing it better and better every time. And so I think with this, understand, you know what? We're not going to alienate any music, anything. We just going to do what we do. Open arms. And that's what's going to be.
Yeah, I did not get that at all.
Oh, okay.
I don't. I'm not saying you're wrong.
No.
I just,
no.
I'm not saying I'm right. I might not be.
But
I did not. I think this might be the first time we were really like not on the same page with how we saw a song.
Right. Yeah, I think so. It's just that it's just watch and learn from us. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. I'll just read what I have.
Yeah, just read what you have. I mean,
okay.
You can't read what I have. Read what you have.
You're right, I can't.
You have a dimple. I didn't notice that.
40 years I've been her daughter. She didn't know
Why
how
do you keep calling me out today?
First off, I didn't know I had a dimple, so like apparently I'm not looking at my face. I have a dimple.
You have a dimple here.
I'm cute, guys.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I have a dimple.
When you smile, you have a smile dimple. You have a J-Hope dimple.
Oh, I can't help.
Stop.
Okay, moving on.
Yes, Alien.
So what I put, this song is a gut punch to haters. So we're on the same page there. Mm-hmm. It's almost like it's documenting every time they were disrespected by those outside of their country, and mocked for being Korean, but also the times that they were told they wouldn't make it within their country because they didn't fit the norm. Every time they were looked down upon by the industry in the West, they could have let it defeat them. They could have given up and disbanded when they were really feeling the pressure, but they kept going. They kept working hard and staying true to themselves and their word, their sound. Sorry, their sound.
That
wow.
writing thing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, every time they kept staying true to themselves and their sound in the hopes that it would land on the right ears. But another thing that I noted was until you get to know them and their music, and until you watch how they work so hard to create genuine masterpieces that are first and foremost for themselves before they are for anyone else, until you take the time to really hear their voice in their music, in their interviews, and in their live streams, you won't ever fully understand the draw their fans have to them. They will always seem like just some K-pop band until you let them show you who they really are and what they do. And that's it. Don't sleep on BTS, and don't disrespect them either.
There you go.
Like I don't like, and I think that's the one thing about being into BTS and being into K-pop as a whole. I think that there's this perceived notion from people who aren't into it about what it is. And so not only will they belittle the genre and belittle the artist, but they'll belittle the fans that appreciate it and love it. And so I think that, you know, just like with any piece of art, you have to take it in. You can't make your general assumption about it based off of the little bit of exposure you give yourself. Like if you're going to have something to say about it, at least experience it before you say anything, because you don't know what you're talking about. So yes, I felt like this song was an address to haters, but I didn't feel it as internal. I felt it as definitely external. Or no, I'm sorry, confrontational, but I felt it was external in the sense that they were basically noting like, hey, remember how you made fun of me for this? Like, we're not, just because we're different doesn't make me less than. And so they brought up, you know, different aspects of being Korean, different aspects of their culture, and they address it and say like, hey, this is just how we do.
Okay.
Deal with it. You're going to dance to my music anyway.
This is
so
true. All right.
Put some respect on my name.
I got
because out of the east, the sun's rising.
That's right.
It's crazy. So that was my take on it. But I did not have anything for Fire. I have club song Just Dance.
I have that there's no notes. Where did I start it at? It's one of the most intense tracks. Different from Alien. Alien was inward and more vulnerable. Fire is outward, explosive, and confrontational. That's what I had on it because I kind of stopped in my tracks. What did I put here? Oh, as I research and keep it confrontation deal.
Stop mumbling.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's just like, like,
I'm sorry.
They can't hear you in the back.
Yes, I'm sorry. So this is what I got regarding the two songs, and that's because I was kind of rating them. I was going on like a seesaw, a tug of war sort of thing. Yes, they are the same but different. As to the targets, Alien focus on the thoughts and feelings of outsiders, foreigners within the Western music industry, and Fire. I looked at which is like For Your Attention. Did you get that?
No.
Yeah, FYA For Your Attention. Yes, missed that, huh?
I guess I did.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't catch everything.
No, you can't.
I only got two hands.
I guess I didn't complete that thought.
It's okay. To be continued.
Yeah.
But anyway, the track itself, like I said, club song, Just Dance. It's really energetic. It's really upbeat. It's definitely like you can't sit down while the song is playing. You gotta.
I like the techno.
The techno was good.
I like the techno. It was good.
2.0. 2.0. Okay. The song and the choreo. Oh my god. The choreo in the song.
Yes.
Just okay. So when you get to the pre-chorus, the pull up at your block, we go knock, 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 knock. Yeah, had your little fun fella. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, came back for what's mine. We don't stop. Now I love that part because basically what they are saying is that the industry had their time to find their next BTS, which I remember seeing like news about. And this was before I fully got into BTS. This is kind of when I was flirting with whether or not I was going to give them my time and attention, and apparently my money, all of my money. But I do remember that there were a lot of people talking about like, oh, they're doing their hiatus, they're in their military service. Like now is the time to try to get somebody new to fill that spot, because the belief was they weren't coming back.
Right.
And so now they had to find somebody who was going to have that kind of impact that they had. And nobody. I mean, there were some that came close. There were some groups that had some really good hits and were making some really good traction. But at the level of BTS,
crickets.
There was the candle just could not be lit. There was no one. And I feel like that was a direct hit at that. Hey, remember when you were trying to replace us?
Yeah.
Give it back.
Yeah.
So that I love that part for that, because they're basically just like, please get up off our throne. Like, it's cute that you thought, but and you had your little fun, but we're back now, and we'll take it from here.
Yeah.
And I love that part. And then Hobie, his verse. This is my favorite verse. I think this is my favorite verse on the whole album. I love his delivery, and I put it's so Jay of him in this delivery.
Yes, yeah.
His delivery is very much Jay.
Yes,
from LA.
Jay, yes.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. And then oh, okay, I have some more notes. I had some stuff to say. Yeah, so did. Going into RM, his verse, verse 3, which I absolutely love that choreo part for that. But yes, another jab at the industry. It starts with them exploding back into the scene when others were just out there. What? Making noise. Okay. Making noise and feeling overstimulated by doing too much of nothing. BTS exposes them by coming home with their honesty and creativity, their truth. The industry owes them. And then the Zane Lowe interview we watched, he said it better than anyone. Music is better because of them. A mediocre and arrogant artist hates to see BTS coming because their moment has just been obliterated.
Yes, totally.
So, and I love the way he RM puts that. Hit him with the truth. Time to pay your debt. Fear me or fear me not. Let it be. Let it bleed. Hit a lick and a split.
Oh yeah.
So yes, RM.
Well, I liked everything about this track. It was it's
and the music video.
Yes, and the music video.
The music video was so like,
and I'm glad it came out. Like I'm glad they're not waiting too long to release music videos.
I wonder if we're gonna get more.
Oh, I'm sure.
I wonder which one's next. Well,
slow it down a little bit, or you think Hooligans?
I don't know. I feel like Body to Body could have a good
Body to Body.
Well, we're gonna take a break here. We're gonna stop here because we're halfway through the album, and pretty sure we're over our 30 minutes. So we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna ride. No, we're gonna stop, and we'll come back and do part 2 for next week. So for now, we're just gonna say bye.